Hi friends, it's Suzanne here. Thanks for joining me for another Fabricate Friday video. You may recall that in a previous video, I think it was the online stage swaps, I received this really cute little box from a lady named Debbie Freeman, and I really liked it, so I thought I would make a little version of my own. Now she has the string here, it's the linen thread. She's made a loop and pulled two of the strings here so that you could tie it and then put a little bow. Mine's a little less complicated. I just have a little magnet in there, and you can still fold it flat. So if you're making a bunch in advance, but yeah, so it's the exact same build. I actually had to gently pry hers apart so I could get measurements and everything. I used a designer series paper, and she used a thicker cardstock. Anyway, I want to show you how to make it. So, scoring tool out, a piece of cardstock that is 4 by 6 inches. On the long side, we're going to score at 1/2. Make sure you're using the bigger knob on your stylus. 2 1/4, 3 1/4, and then 5. And then you're going to turn it around to the short side. You're going to go 1 and 3. All right, so when you're dealing with paper, be gentle. And I do like to line my paper up so that it doesn't wibble on me. That is a technical term, wibble. And there's a little one here too. I think the little ones are the worst for wibble. It's like I'm talking a different language. Okay. I think this paper is called Fresh Fruit. Fruit Stand. Not 100% sure. Okay, so you have a thin one here, and then all the rest are attached. So I'm going to take a wedge out of there and a wedge out of here, and then straight up, and then wedge. Okay. And the same. Straight wedge. Now, I'm going to use my big long scissors for this because I want the inside to have flaps. So I'm just sort of cutting them in one fell swoop. So that's what you should have so far. So now I'm going to take my ruler, it's a metal ruler, and my stylus, and I'm going to, we're going to make little score lines like that, diagonal score lines. So I'm going to put my stylus right in the corner of that square. I'm going to butt it up and put my ruler right in that corner, and then I'm going to give it a super good score. So same here, butt my ruler up and then right to that corner. You will see why this is important in a minute. So it's just easy to do a crisscross. So corner to corner, and then corner to corner. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to sort of coax it a little bit. So, I mean, you could do it this way if you wanted, But to be quite accurate, you can fold it down and then take this score line and bring that score line up and then fold on that crease. So by doing this all ahead of time, you are going to get a box that actually works, like is nicely squared up and all the little bits and pieces are working and it folds flat when it's supposed to. You don't have to do this either, like you can probably fudge it. And I don't like these particular boxes that sort of fold flat unless they work really well. So, and part of the reason that I don't do many of these is because they're too wibbly. And then you have to put glue dots and stuff in there, but this is a way to ensure, whoops, that it's not too wibbly. I'll do it one more time. So we're going to fold that little guy down, and then I'm taking this score line to the corner and then pressing down here. Okay, so you can see now the full flat box is almost coming together, right? Like that's how it'll work, and it'll pop up quite nicely. So you just need to figure out where to put the glue. So I am using glue. I'm not going to use glue dots or anything. So you can see that these corners here and these corners here are going to be glued down, and this part is going to be free. So the triangle closest to this rectangle is where you put your glue. And I'm not even squirting a lot on my a lot of pressure on my Tombow. Like this is plenty glue, but you do want to get in the edges and the corners so that they don't lift up. All right, here we go. So Tombow takes a second to work, and then what I'm going to do right now, because it's easy, is I'm going to put in a magnet. And this I am going to use a glue dot for. So I'm going to put a glue dot on the back. So these are neodymium magnets. I get them from Spider Magnets, S-P-I-D-E-R magnets. Just look online for them. They come in a ton. I think these are like, I don't know, like millimeters. They're tiny and super, they're decently strong. And you can see what I did there. I just sort of put that magnet in and then I squirted it up so that you're still going to be able to do that fold flat thing. So what we're going to do now is open this up, and then I'm going to take another magnet. I'm just going to flick it. Then I'm going to put a glue dot on that magnet. And then once I close up my little box that should be completely square and perfectly done, I'm edging up all the sides, press on that glue dot, open it back up, okay, so with the circle, I'm just going to sort of coax it in half. It's hard to draw a half line on a circle, so I'm just sort of folding it in place. And then I'm just going to add a little bit, might as well, since we got the Tombow out. A little bit of glue And then all I'm going to do, whoopsies, I don't have enough fingers. I'm just going to cover find the center and hold it closed. And that's that. So now it should stay closed very, very easily. And the reason why I wanted to bring in a little bit of black, I could have used any color really. I wanted to bring in this little bee because I haven't used the bee. The bee is from Dragonfly Dreams. And I stamped it in Memento. And I just wanted to show you what I did. I used the big part of my stylus and just, I'm kind of breaking the paper fibers and my piercing mat. I'm trying to puff out the bee a little bit, make it look realistic-ish. So you can see how he's bumped up there. And then I just sort of coaxed his wings a little bit with my bone folder. Not too much though. And then I'm just going to use a couple of dimensionals. I'm going to put one and grab another one. And this was a circle from the Stitched Circle Framelits. No, Stitched Shape Framelits. Hey, gotta get it right. All right, so, and I'm gonna put an obnoxious amount of dimensionals on the back of this guy because he's heavy. So we've got a lot of lift happening. Now, if you don't have a paper piercer, mine is exceptionally well used. I like that one. You probably might want to get yourself one there. It's a really handy tool. I use it all the time for placement. And also one of my favorite things is the Wink of Stella, and I'm going to coat the bee in it because I can. And I'm not going to put any sentiment on this, but you know, I thought what would be really cool is if you had like a little tin of that Burnt Bees lip stuff, and maybe peach flavored, who knows, I don't know. But really kind of cute little project. Really liked it. Thank you so much, Debbie Freeman, for the idea. I loved it. Great. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf to visit my website, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.